Welcome back. Unlocking the power of collaboration. Two Meals on Wheels America affiliates in New Mexico recently teamed up. That was to provide medically tailored meals in southern New Mexico. Well, here to tell us more about Meals on Wheels is the Chief Strategy Officer, Dennis Plummer. Dennis, it is great to have you with us.
Great, thank you. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So this is something that, again, a good collaboration that is making things happen here in New Mexico. So let's kind of talk about Meals on Wheels in New Mexico and the services provided.
Sure, we offer to any age, any reason, a medically tailored meal or a regular meal option, and those are home delivered. And what's exciting is that meal option choice. We have diabetic friendly, we have renal friendly, vegetarian, heart healthy, and regular meals as well.
Wow. And especially for, I mean, New Mexico is huge. I mean, fifth biggest state in the union. Right. A lot of rural areas that these need to be delivered to, correct?
Exactly, yeah, and that's a real challenge for us. And one of the things that we're here to talk about is that collaboration, which was addressing some of those areas in which it's hard to get a medically tailored meal to them. And while we're doing that here in Albuquerque, that's what led to this partnership.
Yeah. So once that came about, how did that get the ball rolling for dispersing these meals?
Meals on Wheels America, they wanted to try demonstration projects, and they selected 2 in the United States, in which we were one. Oh, wow. And we partnered with the city of Las Cruces. Okay. Now the city of Las Cruces, like many areas, was providing a meal home delivery service to seniors, but not the medically tailored option. So here in Albuquerque, Meals on Wheels New Mexico, we produce the diabetic, renal, and even some textured diets, so people have difficult chewing or swallowing, okay. And we were able to ship that down and supplement their services there.
Well, and so this grant from Meals on Wheels America, let's talk about, you know, how else that's helping the organization to reach the goals here in New Mexico.
Yeah. So our goal, right now we're on a 1 million meals campaign. In 5 years, we want to deliver 1 million meals to people in need. And so this helps further that goal, getting it to the people who need it. And the partnership is really to demonstrate how a nonprofit can come alongside a governmental agency and supplement. And rather than compete with one another, we can provide what's missing in their dietary needs.
Sure. Yeah. Families out there that are watching this morning saying, hey, I might have a loved one who might need one of these medically tailored meals. How do they go about applying for that?
It's easy to do. You can call us. We're at 505-808-MEAL, which is 6325. Okay. So 808-6325. Or go on our website, which is mow-nm.org.
Yeah. With organizations such as Meals on Wheels, we always want to double check this as well. Chance for folks to make a monetary donation to help out.
Again, go to the online website,
okay.
mow-nm.org. or give us a call. We're also always needing drivers and volunteers. Okay. We rely heavily on 200 some volunteers to deliver our meals to people in their homes.
And yet another way that they can reach out to you guys through the website and
exactly.
make that happen. All right. Well, Dennis, thank you for joining us, and we appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back. Unlocking the power of collaboration. Two Meals on Wheels America affiliates in New Mexico recently teamed up to provide medically tailored meals in southern New Mexico. Here to tell us more is Meals on Wheels Chief Strategy Officer Dennis Plummer. Dennis, welcome. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here this morning. Tell us a little bit about Meals on Wheels New Mexico and the services that you all provide.
Sure. So Meals on Wheels New Mexico, we provide to anyone of any age, for any reason, home delivered prepared meals. And what's really exciting about it is we do not just a regular meal option, but we also have medically tailored for those who are diabetic or need a renal-friendly, vegetarian. We have all these different options of meal types, and then we also do textures for people with difficulty chewing.
And you guys recently received a grant that is going to help the organization quite a bit. Tell us about how.
So the Meals on Wheels America offered 2 collaborative grants in the United States, and we received one of those. Okay. So we're very excited. And it's to help us partner with the city of Las Cruces, who, like many Meals on Wheels sites, only offers one meal type. Okay. And this grant allows us to come alongside of them and offer our medically tailored meals for those who have that need.
And you were saying you guys are doing about 1,000 meals in the Las Cruces area.
Correct. So each month we do about 1,000 meals down to Las Cruces. Meals on Wheels New Mexico, we do about 20,000 meals every month.
And you mentioned something really interesting earlier, that this is for anybody. I think there's a misconception out there that thinks it's just for homeward bound people that maybe can't leave or that are ill, but that's not the case.
It's not. Sometimes it's somebody who's retired and doesn't want to cook as much as they did. But monthly we also supply the meals for the students at Luna Community College up in Las Vegas. And so obviously it's a very different population. We tailored some of the menu for them. The students like the pizzas. They like a lot of different options that we provide to them. So it is anyone. I think our youngest client is about 4 years old currently.
Wow.
And our oldest is 101.
And the last time you were here, we were talking about your guys' nifty new vending machines. How are those doing?
They're doing really well. So that's forage, and those are grab-and-go machines that provide local options and nutritious options instead of your typical vending options such as chips and soda.
If people want to get involved and help out Meals on Wheels mission, how can they do so?
So it's very easy. It's mow-nm.org. So that's our website that has everything there. Or you can call 505-808-MEAL, which is 6325.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having us.